Hello everyone, welcome back to another video for Introduction to HTML5 for beginners, and this is week 2. Make sure to click on the link below, link in the description for a week 1 before you watch this video. So let's get started. in this week 2 we're going to cover HTML5 Elements, HTML5 Tags, HTML5 Syntax, and HTML5 Semantics tag. So what are the HTML5 elements? HTML5 elements, as you can see, there will be a text header of H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, and H6. So you probably asking why are there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? So this right here, if in front of the H there's a number, so if this number is low from 1 till 6, is number is smaller, is the smallest, the font size will be the bigger. You understand what I mean? So the H1 will show you a font size, the text header size will be a bigger font. The H2 will be smaller than H1, the H3 will be smaller than H2, the H4 smaller than H3, like that. Excuse me. Let me show you. Right here we have H1 header as last week as we do. Let us inspect it. Here, header right here, you can saw this in a bigger font than this normal text, but this is not a header text, this is just a paragraph text. So let's start comparing H2 text. So this is H2 header. See, you can see this H2 header, this text font size is smaller than this text font size. It's same bold, it is a header, it's the same header, but this font size is bigger this font size. Why? Because this H1 header is to give you a bigger than H2. So if you say H3 and this is H3 header, let us copy all of this and doing compare so you can easily understand. And you will change this to H4, H5. Make sure if you have an open text, make sure its closed text is the same. H4, H5, H6. Excuse me. And let me check this one. 6, like this. Then you will see right here, this is H, you see the header, this is H1, this is H2, this is H3, this is H4, this is H5, this is H6. So the header will give you a different font size. So the font size won't be set in a specific. It will just display you a bigger than the other text. So if you set a font size, that H1 could be like this size. So the H2 will not be the same as this one. The H2 will be smaller than the H1 as the size that you set, as the font size that you set earlier. And let's move on to a paragraph. So a paragraph stands for a P tag inside HTML. So once you put a P tag like this one, it's gonna say P tag, this is header. You can see, excuse me, this is header right here. Let me erase all of this so you can easily see it. Excuse me. See, it says this is header. This is header. What is a header? So this is the paragraph. You will say, so like you can say open P this is paragraph. You just put this inside the header, like right here, example. So inside this header section, it says this is paragraph. So it's easily that if you want to type a paragraph or some kind of a word or something, it will display it to you. Just open a P and close P tags. This is for the paragraph. You understand now? Then let's move on to the, as well, I want to say that the HR tags, you don't have to like worry about it. The horizontal ruler, we're not getting any further that much. We just started from scratch, so you can leave it aside. It's okay. Let's move on to the anchor tags. So what is the anchor tags does? As you can see in another website, you saw something that is color blue, and you can put it on a text and it link to another website. So in this one here, like I already did it, I don't want to waste time. Here it is, the anchor tags. We're gonna put the anchor tag, we're gonna put href, and we put a link that you want, and then we're gonna say one, like this one, one, and it will show a link on, it will put a link inside this tag. It says one right here in my navigation here. This is one, so this one will link into YouTube, as we post it. So if you press this one, then it will link you to YouTube. Do you understand? So on A tags, we're gonna put A inside here. Let me, sorry, not going just, excuse me. How about A href and we're calling google.com. Or you can do like you can copy a link from others, from a website. Let's just like go to google.com. You can copy this and put it in here, google.com, and you see. And this one, this is the where you want to write. Like example, press Google, then you will see another here, Google. You press this, it will link you to Google. Easy. Or you can switch this to something you like example, your name, or wait, let me just, very popular search engine. Here we say a very popular search engine, and when you press it, it will link you into the link that it will take you to the link that we put it inside the code. You see, a very popular search engine, and and we copy the link of Google and we apply to it, and it will, the A tags will show you like this one. We show you a blue text with underlined colors, and it represents that, hey, this is an A tag, it's a link tag, so people can press it and go to another destination like that. And let's move on. The UL, a list, the UL, unordered list, the ordered list, list elements, the LI or something like this will create you a list like this one. I have a list of a burger, cupcake, iced latte. If you want to make that list, you're gonna use the OL, then the UL, anything that you can use. Here I have another example right here, the UL and the list and the unordered list, and I'm going to put the order list inside the unordered list. We will say, how about we can add more like pizza or something, or Coke, excuse me, See, you will saw this like pizza code in a list. It will give you like a dot list like this, and it will arrange you in a very nice looking. This is also the HTML5 tags, the power that it can use. And let's go on to the image tags. So basically this everyone wants to know that, oh my god, how do you put a picture inside your websites, how do you use it, what can I do? This is the first start. So let's go make put some image, but first we need an image. So basically I want you guys to save your image inside the same folder of this project. Do you understand? So when I open the folder, it will give you, if I have the same folder like this one, excuse me, here I have, this is the folder HTML5 week 2, and I have a picture folder inside this folder. This is the HTML file, and this is the picture file, and I already downloaded the picture and put it inside the folder. So what you're going to do, just download it, put it inside a folder of this one, and then of the same project, excuse me, and then go inside your text editor. You will see this folder picture. It will show you this picture, the picture that you put it in. So let's go start using the image tag that we put an image in. So let's put img. I think my keyboard's broken. We're gonna put like image and source. We put a source, like we're gonna call a source, and where's the source of the picture? So you're going to see like this is the folder. You're gonna call the name of the folder pic, and then what's inside the folder? It says flag.png. Then you put that. It will give you a recommendation of what's inside the folder. You see, flags.img.png. Then close up the tags. So basically the image tag will only be this. There's no like open and close tag. It will be only like img source and close like this. And then when we go see, you can saw very beautiful photos you want to upload inside your website. So in HTML we're cannot doing anything right now, but in CSS, once you master the HTML, you will try to learn the CSS, and you can edit the photo, like how much of the size, how much of the height, how much is the width you want to be. So right now we're going to leave it this way. And remember, I already told you from last week that we're not going to text to code for a beautiful website. Don't expect that. We're going to learn everything from scratch. It won't be going to look beautiful, but this is HTML. So let's move on to the next one, and it will be the div node. It's the divider node. So inside a website, you will be divided in things in sections, and you will have div or something. You will divide this part. Like example, if let's go to body here, right here. If I say P in here and create a paragraph, and I say random things. Okay, so it will be the same. It will be pop right here. It says random things. So if I want to write it under this one, I can say like P random things too. What do you expect? it will be pop up the same random things too. But if you use div right here, you will do like this: random things, oh, excuse me, paragraph, random things 3. You will see the same. It will say random thing 3. But what's the point of using a divider? The point of using div. When you coding, you will separate the div. It's easy for you to edit what of this part. If you want to edit like the p tags inside of body, it will only edit some of this up. But if you call like I want to apply the CSS or something, apply it on the div inside the body, it will point div inside the body and will point this p. So if you want to change the font color inside the body, you will only change inside all of this. But if you want to change the color inside the div, it will be affect only this part. So the divider, I highly recommended you to use the divider, so you can separate things clearly, make things clean, makes your code clean, so it's easy for you to edit it, fix it later. It won't be much of a stressed out if you make it made it bad or anything. So let's move on to the next one. The span text. So you want to take a span text. It's a text span. So basically, let me give you an example of a span. So here's a good example. If you already make a list of a burger, a cupcake, an iced latte, a pizza, a Coke, or anything, let's make a span text about the burger. Okay, let's go on to the UL here, and we're gonna go like this: span, and we say cheeseburger, hamburger, and vegan burger. You see, you will saw the span text under of the burger. This is a span text. This is how you use a span text. You wanna put a text next to an image or something. You can also do that, like this one. Let's put like span. This is my country flag. See, we saw the span text next to the photo. This is how you use a span text. So let's move on. So you basically understand what is the H1, the P tag, the anchor text, the UL, OL, align, the IMG tag, the div tag, and the span tags. Let's move on to another slide. And the header text. Let's talk about the header text. So the header text in HTML is used to define the header for a document or a section. The header text contains information related to the title and heading for the related content, and the header tag element is intended to usually contain section heading, an H1 to H6, as we already talked about earlier, the H1 to H6 element or an H group element. But this is not required. What do you mean this is not required? So basically, in this body, in this header, and this footer, you can also don't use them. You can also use everything is body. You can place the same as this as body, the header as body. See, and say here body, close body. See, nothing happened. If you refresh it, nothing happened. It's the same. But why we're still gonna use it? But we're not going to talk about why we're using it right now. So we're going to move on. We're going to understand what is a header. So basically, header, you use the header to define which part of the website is going to be the header. So the header will contain, like example, like navigation. Sometimes you can also put the navigation inside the header. You can put information. You can put like the name of the website inside the header. You understand? So we're going to use this header for the important part. You wanted people to see the information firstly inside your website. And then let's go into navigation. Why do you use the navigation to declare navigation section in HTML5 documents? Because these links can be placed inside a navigation tags. In other words, navigation elements represents section of page who propose to provide a navigation links, either in certain document or other documents. So when you use the navigation tags, you see right here, when you use the navigation tags, you can give the anchor tags. So you call the navigation and you give an anchor text inside it. So this will be tidied up like this one. You will saw a blue text with an underline in it. The navigation will did this, so it will tells everyone like, hey, this is the word or the paragraph that it will send you into somewhere else if you click on it. Like this one we already set into Google before. You see, we will click it and it will go to it. That's what a navigation text does. You can use this navigation text to list down a link that you want a user to saw it, to go into another things. And then let's move on. And we're going to the article tags. We already talked about the header tags. We forgot the article. Let's go back. Sorry. We already talked about the header tags. Let's talk about the body tags. So the body tags, you can put in the body tags, you're gonna put like the information of what the websites will be given. What is the website is about? Like example, if the website is about selling products, in the body you will code the place where you list down your product. You give the information of each product inside. You can edit inside the body. So this is what the body does. So let's go to like a random website, like example, okay, like this one. This is a Google website. So you can see the header is this part, a place you can search, a place that I can give more, I can get the information that will be mostly requirement, and this will give you the list that I can go in. This is the body, this is the header, this is the body. See, in the body you can see everything that is available, and in the header it will shows you that what website are you in, what are the information that will be needed, that will be most needed for what the header gives you. Understand? And then we're going on to the footer. What is a footer? Of course we have the head. It's like a human body. We have a head, we have body, and we have legs. So inside an HTML5 we defined it as the head is the header, and the body is our body same, and the foot part is a footer. What you can see inside a footer is this one. You see, at Google we give you a footer, and this footer will give you some of the information that you can contact mostly. You can go to the privacy, send feedback, send help, give you the information of you, like so. It's just one of the website that we'll saw in the Google, but in other website it will be the same. People will give you like how to contact the website will be in the footer. What you're going to be use most inside the header. What you're going to interact with after you use the header, it will be the body text. It's pretty much the same. And let's move on. Let's go on to the article. The article is basically one of the section element in HTML5. The article tag is used to represent an article. In other words, the article element represented a component of a page that consists self-contained composition in a document, page, or a site. So basically, an article is like almost the same as a p tags, but you can see like right here, I give it here an article. I born in Cambodia. You see right here, it will be says I born in Cambodia. Here, right here, it will give you the same of the function like the p tag, but when you use an article, you're going to use it like inside something like this one, like a span text or something. So basically, you don't have to worry about it much. An article, mostly you're not going to use it with these tags, but it's also important. But it's okay if you learn how to use it. I highly recommend it is that to use the article inside a section where you can give some of the information of things that you want to show up inside your website instead of using a p tags. Okay, let's move on. What is a section tag? So basically, a section tag is like a div tag, but a section will cover a big one. So if you example, if you have many things you want to tell people, like inside the body, we can create one section. Okay, create one section, and we can create a div inside it. You can see div, and we can open a paragraph. See, paragraph, hello HTML guys. It says here, hello HTML guys. But why we're going to use the section? As I say, if it's the same as div, but the section will cover a big amount of div. A div can cover a big amount of p. Do you understand? And a section can cover a big amount of div. You can have like many div inside one section, like example copy, like hello HTML lovers. You see, you can saw an HTML lovers, excuse me for, and we see it's the same, pretty much the same, but it will cover many things like this. We will learn it more inside the code. Right now I'm going to give you like some example of it, but I promise you in the next video, in the next week, we will start coding together. So let's start get to know what are the tags is. So let's talk about it. A section tag is defined as section in a document, such as chapters, headers, footers. So inside a headers, you can give a section inside a header also. You can give a section inside a footer also. You can give anything. It's everywhere. You can give it everywhere inside the sections with the section text or any other sections of the document. Sections element is a semantics element, and this means that it provides the meaning to both user agents and human about what to enclose content in specifically a section of the document. So it will tells you, the machines will easily tells you that which part is a section, which part is a body, which part is a head, or anything like that. So it's easy for you to see, to understand. Let's move on to the footer tags, and we already talked about the footer. The footer tags is an HTML5 elements that define the footer usage that contain the copyright, author information, like that. And well, welcome back to the next one. It's gonna be the syntax. So what is an HTML5 syntax? HTML5 doesn't have the same syntax rules as XHTML, where we needed the lowercase text name, the quotation, or attributes, and attributes that have a value, and to close all the empty elements. HTML5 comes with a lot of flexibility. It supports the following features: uppercase text name. So what it means that these are the syntax that's going to be available. This is what you're going to see on the up part, like here, right here. So what this means, it will say duck type HTML is going to use the HTML. It will tells the syntax will tell us that for the language is going to be English. For the char set, the UTF-8 is the font and the font size and the meta name and the width of the scale, everything, and give you the title. This is the structure, the first part of the HTML. These syntax, we need this syntax to make your code work. So basically this is the HTML5 syntax. And let's move on to the last one of today. Is going to be the HTML5 semantic tags. What is the HTML5 semantic tags? It defines the purpose of the element by using semantic markup. You will help the browser to understand the meaning of the content instead of just displaying it. By providing this extra level of clarity, HTML5 semantic tags also help search engine to read the page and to find the required information faster. So after you saw this semantic tags definition, you probably understand what we're talking earlier, right? So let's move on. You see, these are the semantic tags: the header, the navigation, the article, the section, aside, footer. These tags, like, you want to see like what are these tags, why these are important. So just like I said before, if you change the header into the body, it works the same. Why is that? Because you know it's going to display the same, but it's going to be slower if you have everything doesn't follow the rules of the semantic tags. And if you have the rules of semantic tags, like header, like body, like section, like right here, section, navigation, just like in the photo you saw, navigation, header, section, you saw this. You see, it's in a controllable, it's in a same structure. The header is up here. You see? Excuse me. The header is up here. The header is up part, and the navigation will go next. The navigation is go next right here. So the header, the navigation for the information, and then we're going to the body. Inside the body you will have section. You see, these two are the body. You have article, section, and we also have a side, but we're not going to tell you right now. We're going to see in the further code, and section, and we also have a footer. So once you do this, you separate your code as a header part, as a navigation part, as a article section, as a footer part. This one you're going to put inside the body. So once you're going to edit the code, you will easily see like, okay, I have a problem with the navigation. You will go and fix it. You know where the navigation is by following the semantic tags. Also, the browser will also easily to read your code. If you apply this, you have like the same structure. It will be easily to apply the code into the browser. It's easy to understand. So the browser will understand, okay, which part is the header, which part is the body, which part is the footer. So it's basically you will go you use the semantic tags rules to easily see your code, edit your code, and also easy for searching engine inside the website. The browser can easily. So if you follow this, both sides will be easily sees the code together. Well, I think that's it for today. Thank you for your time, for learning, for joining us learning. Make sure to see the week 1 video before you saw this video. I will put a link in the description for the week 1 videos. Thank you and have a nice day, guys. Peace out.